Hi, this is Adish from Informatica PIM support team. Today we are going to have a look at the REST API in PIM. So the agenda for video is introduction to the REST API in PIM. Then there are different type of APIs available, like the REST list API, the REST management API, the REST media API, and the REST meta API. So we are going to have a look at all these APIs which we have. So basically the REST API is in from PIM 7. There are predefined set of reports that are available. There's predefined set of REST services that are available, which allows you to access the data from the PIM. So basically through this REST services, it exposes the data from the PIM, which can be used in the external application. So this is the list info API. If you see the URL pattern, this is the list info REST API which is available. If we launch this particular URL, it's gonna list all the available entities and what reports it supports. So these are the available entities which are available, and the predefined set of reports that are available under each entity. So we are going to have a look at articles. So for the article entity, these are the reports that are available which can be used in the REST API. So like by catalog report, it can be used to access the items in the catalog. Then we have mainly the by search report. So it is like searching for the items based on the predefined conditions. I mean the that matches the specified search conditions. So we are going to have a look at the sample REST API for these reports. So basically with this report you will be able to see, like, for this particular entity what are all the available reports. So we can go back and see for this particular entity what are all the reports that are available which can be used. So if you see here for the by search report, you can see what are all the parameters that it accepts. So basically it's going to accept the query parameter, which says which is going to be based on the HSQ language. So where we are going to specify some search expression which is going to limit the results, like based on that search condition it will fetch the results from the and it accepts the catalog. I mean from which catalog it's going to retrieve the result. Is it the master catalog or is it the supplier catalog? So also this we call it as a REST list info REST API, which gives the more information about the available reports that are available under which entity and what are all the parameters that it accepts. Now when we launch this REST URL, it asks for the username and password, which is nothing but the service user which we need to define in PIM, and it has to be internal. It has to be internal user. So this is the sample the sample REST API which is available to read the items based on the by catalog report. So this is available under the article entity. So using the by catalog report, we can specify which catalog from which we want to access the data, and the fields parameter. So apart from the parameter that this particular by search or the by catalog, let's say by catalog accepts supports the catalog parameter. Apart from that, there are set of common parameters which are available, which can be used within the REST API, like the fields parameter which we are looking here. So the fields parameter specify what are all the fields it's going to return in the results. And what's the metadata shows is it will return the fields that it is returning. It's going to return the metadata about it, like what's the name of that field, what's the data type. And here if you can see, this particular REST call is returning the items from the master catalog, and these are the fields it's going to return, and with its metadata about the field. And here we are see that we can define the page size. I mean the per page how many results it's going to return. So if we specify 3, it's going to return the 3 results per page, and we can see the total size, I mean the total number of results that it's going to return, and per page how many total number of uh, rows are there. So rows count is 3 and page size is 3. So if we can specify the page size in the fields in the parameter while executing the REST call. So this fields the fields this is the field identifier, so with which we can get it from the repository. For example, if we go here, if we go to the if we go to the repository, here we can see that let's say we want to return the GTIN. So this is the identifier that we need to give in the fields parameter, so that it will in the result it will return the value for the item, I mean the GTIN for each of the item. So coming back to this, here we are able to read from the article entity. Similarly, if we go here, we can here we have run the by catalog report. So similarly, we have by search report, where we are going to run it on the article entity. So here we are saying that catalog should be the master, and the query is article dot order unit should not be, I mean should not be basket. So if, and the fields it's going to return is these are the fields it's going to return. So here if you see, I'm getting the short description. Since we are this field exists at the sub entity level, we have to qualify it with the language, because that's the qualifier it needs to get the language. So if we run this REST call, we get this item. Now let's say I remove the not parameter. So I have removed the not parameter. So this is going to, sorry, yeah, so this is going to return all the items from master catalog which has order unit basket. So we can look at this in the item section. So here we are able to see that these are the two items which has the order unit basket, and earlier when we were accessing the item which has which order unit is not basket, so it was returning this particular item. So it's going to return the items which has based on the search query which we have specified in the query parameter. So this we were accessing at the entity level. We can access the item by going through the sub entity level. So here it's the entity, the next is the sub entity. Sub entity is nothing but a sub entity inside this particular entity. So here again we have to specify which report. So here we can see that by catalog report, and we are trying to get the description short and the description long with the metadata. So here we are seeing that in the English with the qualification which is English, this is the short description, and here if we go down with the German language, this is the German short description, and similarly the long description is empty at the moment, so it has not returned any value. And with the metadata we will be able to see the identifier, what's the data type, and the name of it. So we can see here it has to be qualified with the language at the root entity, but since we are accessing at the sub entity level, we don't have to qualify it. It is all going to return it is going to return the short description in all the languages. So similarly we have meta API available, which helps in getting the all the entities which supports the which supports the REST service, and under each of the entities what are all the fields that can be accessed through the REST calls, and under each of the field it's going to define you more information about each of the field. So that's where this particular meta API meta REST call is helpful to get more information about the fields, about the entities and all. So similarly, we have here the postman client, which is available. It is called it is the rest client, from where we can fire the rest calls with the different methods which are available. So by default, when we are launching it from the browser, it's going to be the get request. But let's say we have seen the rest list info APIs, which is going to get the information about the item, list the items. So similarly, we with this rest API, we can particularly insert, create, or update an item. So basically, it's a write operation which is going on. So if you see here, for this particular item in the master catalog, so the content type we have to specify it as uh, in the rest service guide, if we which is available, it explains what are all the content type that it accepts, the server expects, and what are all the media types that it can return, the server can return. So if you see here, it's going to post method. So with this, it accepts the JSON format. So here we are seeing that we are going to write update the manufacturer name of this particular item in the master catalog. So through this JSON object, it is going to uh, send the request and update that particular item. So here, if you can see, it's the updated object equals to 1. So this is the protocol return from the server side in the JSON format. So here you can specify which format you want expecting the results in, based on the server response media types that it supports. Similarly, we have the REST media API, which is available. So here it's going to be the media API, what is the quality of the image, and the particular document identifier. So when we are going to launch this API, it's going to return the image out of it. So what's the particular media asset that resides of this quality and of this particular document identifier. So this we can see in case of here also. So see, for this particular document identifier and this particular quality, this is the image which is available. So similarly, apart from just accessing at the sub entity level, rest list info, we have seen the rest list write operation, we have seen. Similarly, we have operations for the rest list delete, which is for which the explanation is given in the rest service guide. So now we are going to have a look at the rest management API. So through rest management, you can perform the import, you can perform the execute the data quality. And so we are going to have a look at the how to execute the data quality rule from the REST API, management API. So in this example, I'm going to list out based on the channel that it supports. So with this particular REST call, we are able to list the channels which are available in the PIM system. So here we can see there is one default channel and there is one web shop. For the ID is 100. So based on this channel ID, we are going to execute the rules assigned to this channel. So this is the data quality which is through this REST call we can execute the data quality rule. This is the management API which is available, the REST call. So against the channel 100, so which we have got the ID of the channel from the previous REST call. So this is the JSON data that we are going to send. So it's going to execute the data quality rule against the article. So if we are going to run it, here we will see that it has returned the job of the ID of the server side job. So if we see here in the PIM system, under the management process overview, the data quality check section, we are able to see that for the ID 27, these are the three rules which got executed. So if we go here to the web shop channel, these are the rules that were assigned, and for the item, these three rules were supposed to run, so which we have executed from the REST call. So please refer to the REST service API manual available in Informatica My Support portal, which is going to give more information about the REST service calls that we have seen in this video, and what are all the parameters that it can you can pass through that. And We would love to hear from you on supportvideos@informatica.com and twitter.com. Thanks.